As you get closer to retiring at AT&T, your AT&T 401k stops just being a savings account and it transitions into being the paycheck that you're going to need for the next 20, 30, or 40 years in the retirement period. So, as much as it's important to save and put money away into your 401k while working, it becomes even more critical to protect what you have saved and what you have accumulated in the 401k as you enter the retirement period. So today I wanted to focus on three major risks that you potentially face as you approach your retirement date in the 401k. The first is market risk. Now, if you're 25 years old, a market decline may seem like an opportunity. But if you're 65 years old, a market decline could completely derail or delay your retirement plans. You may find yourself needing to work longer or live under a much tighter budget than you originally planned in retirement. So, how do you protect against market risk? You want to make sure you have a diversified 401k, choosing multiple investments within your plan and becoming conservative or much more conservative as you approach your retirement date. The second risk is what we label or describe as sequence of return risk. And it's not just poor returns being a risk in your overall 401k plan, it's actually when those losses are incurring. So, for someone who's starting to take withdrawals from your 401k and then experiences a significant decline in the market, those losses at that time period have a much bigger impact than if someone was to experience those losses much later in their retirement period. So, how do we protect against a sequence of return risk? Generally, we designate a bucket or a section of your overall account or investment account, being 401k account or individual retirement account, to a much more conservative investment allocation where you will take your withdrawals from in that early portion of the retirement period. And then the last risk we want to talk about today is what we call longevity risk, or said differently, living longer than you have your assets for. So outliving your assets. Now, the good news is that medicine and health is improving every day. People are living longer than they ever have. The issue becomes is retirees are underestimating the overall costs that they're incurring in the retirement period. There are things such as higher inflation or added medical or spending costs that they're facing in the retirement period. So as much as it is critical to save and protect what you have saved in the 401k, you're also going to make sure you have a segment or portion of your 401k or investment account in high growth investments that's going to keep up with those additional costs in the retirement period. So what should you do today? First, you need to review your overall investment allocation, make sure that the risk as well as investments are aligned with your retirement date. Make sure you have a proper income strategy, understand where you're going to be taking those early withdrawals from. You can schedule a consultation with an advisor here at Advanced Capital. Be happy to review this with you. But just remember, retirement isn't the goal. Having a plan that's going to make sure your money is there throughout the retirement period is what we're here for. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hit the like button if it was, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Thank you.